white privilege was a key determining factor in the election. That's what it is. Oh, no, Patricia. No, it was the price of eggs. Well, maybe Joe Biden needs to do some shit. What if he jailed Donald Trump for, I don't know, January 6th? I'm just saying.
The liberal media has exposed themselves as the giant hypocrites that they are. The same people who were losing their minds over Trump's January 6 charges being dropped as some attack on law and order are now defending and praising Joe Biden for pardoning his son. We have the ladies of The View openly admitting that they don't care that Joe Biden lied about not pardoning his son, and going as far as saying that even though Joe Biden said he wasn't going to pardon his son, it doesn't make him a liar. Leave a comment and guess which host said that. But probably the worst take of them all was Don Lemon openly supporting Joe Biden using lawfare against Donald Trump even further and jailing him for January 6th. Watch.
Joe Biden is 100% right. And you know who said the same thing about selective prosecution? Was Donald Trump. So that's why I said, what's good for the Donald is good for the hunter. So if you're going to talk about selective prosecution and you're going to talk about lawfare, okay. That's why I said Joe Biden should use it too. And also, this whole idea about a president having complete immunity, well, maybe Joe Biden needs to do some shit before he leaves, because then he would just be immune. What if he jailed Donald Trump for, I don't know, January 6th? I'm just saying.
Like, this dude is insane and radical. Like, he's even starting to look weird as he's getting more ridiculous and deranged with his commentaries. To openly support politically motivated lawfare is un-American and, yes, fascist. It's just so ironic to me that the side that was calling Republicans fascists with a straight face are now supporting politically motivated lawfare against your political opponents. I don't ever want to hear another Democrat talk about how they're the side of good, how they're morally superior, how they respect the rule of law, how they care about the institutions of the country. And what's crazy is, here's Don Lemon a week ago talking about Trump's charges being dropped and saying how, oh, it's such a bad thing, Trump's above the law, the rule of law needs to be preserved, the rule of law matters, he cares about the rule of law. And then he comes out and says this. Watch.
I guess it is. I guess some people are just above the law. I guess some people are just above the law. And what I mean by that is I mean that Donald Trump is above the law, because as it turns out, not all Americans are equal under the eyes of the law. Some people, or rather one person in particular, is above it. Now, I wonder what that means for Joe Biden. What could he do? What could he do in his last couple of months or weeks in office? Interesting. I believe in integrity. I believe in the separation of church and state. And I believe that the rules should be the same for all. No one should be above the law. And that is my message to you today. No one should be above the law. Elections have consequences, and this is what people voted for. Now, I believe that right now, this will work for Donald Trump and the MAGA folks, but once they're out of office, wait until someone they don't like is in office and they start using the same rules that the Republicans, that they acted upon, that they capitalized on to keep Donald Trump from facing prosecution, from facing justice. Okay?
I mean, it just proves these people have no morals, no principles, no values. They're anti-American. They just want to hold on to their power, and they'll say or do whatever it takes in order for that to happen. Joe Biden pardoning his son is a direct spit in the face to every single American out there and says to them, there is a different standard for me and my family than there is for you. And that has to be such an insult to all the Democrats whose media outlets told them every day how dangerous and how bad of a guy Trump was, just for Joe Biden to come out and do this. They can no longer hang their hat on the false idea that they're the great guys who respect the institutions and the rule of law, and Trump is this dangerous bad man who's trying to dismantle everything and has no respect for our institutions.